all fine here.
Are we here? Hello.
It's a
I think we're
boring
here.
conversation anyway. Oh,
This is where the cool kids hang out, everybody. Way. Be interesting to see who turns up. 8 of the coolest people on YouTube today are watching this. That's our little secret, everybody. Shall we get the guests on? Well, they're already on. It's Phobos. Hello.
Hello. Am I looking at R2's tits or his bum?
that's
Both.
for me to know and for you to find out.
Both.
Fair enough.
I'm
enough.
Ian. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, it's good to be here, I guess.
Are you sure, Prof?
Yes, I'm still here.
See,
And I'm still,
not shooty.
yeah.
Amelia Bedelia Ranch. May I? Yes. Does anybody have any updates on Fiona? Do we know?
Yeah, I
do
wonder what happened to her.
Oh, come on, Fiona. We need you back. Come
I
on.
hope she's all right. I hope she's okay.
Not quite the same without Fiona. Okay. Let's do the remainder of the slides then, folks. Little bonus. We'll just finish off what we had. Okay, so. Okay, first logo for Godzilla X Kong Supernova, starring Sam Neill, Dan Stevens, Caitlin DeVere, Alicia Debron Carey, Matthew Modine,
Oh, gosh. I haven't seen him in years.
Delroy. I thought that said Delroy Undu. It's Lindu and Jack O'Connell in theaters. There's a trailer
as well.
Anybody see the trailer?
No.
I thought we were going to get through that and I wasn't going to recognize a single name.
Sam Neill, though. Wow,
Yep.
must be really
Oh,
desperate
yeah.
for money.
God, the last one was just so bad. I can't even imagine where they're going to go with the next one.
The first one, that was the Gareth Edwards movie, wasn't it? It was really good. Was it or not?
It was all right.
I enjoyed the first.
Yeah, I like the second one as well.
Skull Island worked real well.
Didn't it have Brie in the first one? Did it have Brie in the first one?
Can't remember.
Or was it the second one? I can't remember. She was in
I
one
think
of them.
She was in the first one. Yeah, she was. In the
First
Brie
one.
was in the first Kong, not
Yeah.
Godzilla. She was in
Right.
So was
gotcha.
Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson. They
Yep,
had quite a
he
cast
was.
in the
Is
first one.
Skull Island any good? That's the one I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, it's actually pretty good.
There you go. Manuel Grell.
It's enjoyable.
Hello, mate. I'd rather watch Godzilla 1 Part 2, or is it 2 or 0? Don't know.
Yes, Godzilla
Doesn't
minus
this have a-
one, very good.
I didn't know who Brie Larson was when I saw that movie.
Same here.
I was just lusting after her camera in that film. She was using an old Leica.
It's kind of like how I felt about Mighty McFly's video camera. When I saw that, I wanted that camera. Remember that Back to the Future? He had that camera.
Oh, yeah.
remember? Yeah.
The JVC.
Yeah.
I think Scotty Romeo 37 actually bought one of those because he had the same man crush on that camera as well. I may be
Yeah.
wrong. He says the battery's dead because it's old battery, you see. So we're not looking forward to Godzilla Kong.
I'll
I'd rather watch
catch it on streaming.
I'd rather watch the Japanese one, to be fair.
Minus one.
Yeah,
The second one's coming out soon, so
Yeah. I just think the last one of this just got too CGI for my liking.
wow. It was always CGI, wasn't it?
I mean, it was two big action figures smashing against each other is all it was
right.
for the
Yeah.
whole film. And then they had the just absurd stuff with giving him a robot glove and everything. It was just ridiculous.
Amelia Bedelia Ranch. Movie Cynic got some hate for criticizing the first movie. What?
Oh well,
Yeah,
never mind.
Well, if there's a man who can take it, it's the Movie Cynic.
That's right.
yeah. There were some rabid people in his comments when he had his review of Godzilla versus Kong, and they couldn't believe that he didn't think it was the best thing ever.
Doesn't matter. It's people's opinions, isn't it? If you can't take other people's opinions, you might as well just step off, innit? So
There you go. Eggs. Oh, eggs. Haters gonna hate. They are, mate.
right,
Wrench
yeah.
Wolf Spot, by the way. Yeah.
but everyone's entitled to their opinion. Just let
But they're
them
wrong.
be. No, it's not. It's well.
What's the
I don't know.
saying? Opinions are
Like assholes.
everyone's got one.
One, yeah.
And they all stink.
Yeah.
Well, I get some people just want to see big monsters fighting, but the last one I saw,
They do.
there
they
was
do.
just too many humans. It had like Anthony
Hello,
Anderson
my
in
friend.
there.
Nice pussy.
He was a YouTuber, and it was just stupid. I don't know.
Everyone that has opinions should want to learn off another person's opinions, as if they can see any merit in what that person's saying. That's
Well,
the
I've
whole
l-
point.
Okay,
right?
I've learned nothing off you yet, Ian.
Very funny.
And I've known you 4 years, mate. Okay.
No,
I've
you've
learned
known
2
me longer, I
words.
think. Yeah.
I've learned
What's
one
that?
thing.
Indeed, longer, yeah, indeed.
I've
2
learned
words.
one very useful thing.
Which is
It's shit.
Yeah.
okay. Shall we move on?
What's next? Oh, God.
Who saw this dropped? What?
Yeah, it's going to be re-released.
Yeah.
Disney's Snow White will be re-released in 1,200 theaters domestically this weekend for Mother's Day.
I felt like they must have really used every favor they had and every intimidation.
What?
Well,
It's okay because it's them losing money again.
We'll get to that in
Yeah.
a minute.
I just don't understand why Disney hates mothers so much.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry, apologies. I forgot to say on the mainstream, Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Oh, it's
in
Mother's Day in
America,
the States
sorry.
and Canada,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Mothers are the best. Remember
are.
that.
They are.
Yeah, they are
definitely.
the best. They have the hardest job in the world as well.
Especially
guess-
if they are real mothers.
I guess they felt that mothers didn't want to go see Sinners or Thunderbolts.
Do you know that crown that Gal Gadot's wearing? I hope she doesn't put it down on a chair somewhere.
Oh, me fucking piles!
I know.
You're gonna have a lot more to worry about than your piles. You said.
And on and on. Hello, my friend. Oh boy, we are here. We are, mate.
Listen, I'm just a normal, person from middle America, but I've never known anyone ever to take their mother to a movie on Mother's Day. It's either brunch or dinner,
No, I did.
lots of champagne. Okay,
I
I'm just
did.
saying I've never heard of that.
I took my mum to see Working Man for Mother's Day. 'Cause she wanted to see it.
Nice.
So, yeah. So I took her to see that. She loved it. It was a lot of fun. So there you go. My mum loves action films. She loves them.
Yeah,
Loves them.
listen, I'm going to say this. Amelia Bedelia arranged. To all the mothers in heaven, we miss you and love you. Yes.
Oh, yes, we do.
Amelia, I feel for you. My dad's gone, and I know what it's like to lose someone, one of your parents. So yeah,
1998 for me.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been an orphan for quite a while.
okay. So there is a plus side to this story, everybody.
What's
So
that?
it was released in 1,200 theaters. There is a plus side. Do you want to see it?
Go on in.
Yeah, this, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, this is great. This is great.
Snow White was, re-released in 1,300. Wow. It's gone up. Theatres domestically this weekend and grossed nearly $210,000. That's per theatre, an average of $50.
And given ticket prices, that means that they sold what, 4 tickets?
Has anyone seen this film?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it any good?
No, it's
Is there anything redeeming about it? Anything?
She can sing.
Gal Gadot in a B&D leather outfit for a
Right.
while.
She can
Right.
sing.
She can sing.
Zegler can sing. Yeah.
Yeah, her singing is unpleasant and insincere though. She's got no dynamics in her voice. It's all Broadway. It's just power. There's no emotion or subtlety or instrumentation in her music and her singing at all.
Yeah.
You could
And
tell
the
that
songs sucked.
You could tell that the forest people, like the Robin Hood type criminal type people, they were supposed to be the dwarf people, weren't they?
Mhm.
The magical
Yeah.
helpers. They'd have probably been better off just removing them completely. But there you
And
go.
what did the dwarfs look like then? Did they look scary or did they?
Night.
Um,
They were terrifying.
Okay.
Was it
Not
decent?
intentional.
Was it? It wasn't genuine CGI then.
Oh no, they were all CGI, 100%.
Yeah,
It had the boy from Mad Magazine in as well.
Yeah,
it did. But what the question I want to ask is that did they actually get dwarfs to play those parts, or did they just reconstruct them from scratch on the computer?
They had one
There you
dwarf.
One dwarf. Okay.
But
It was
he
doing
didn't play.
mocap.
Yeah, but he didn't play the dwarf. The one dwarf was one of the hill people. Bandit.
Oh, right.
I'm
so
something,
so hold
whatever his
on.
name is.
So they have to follow someone when they do the stuff on stage. So did they have normal sized people and just CGI'd over them for the dwarves? Anybody know?
Oh, I think the dwarves were just made from whole cloth. I don't think they had anybody doing anything.
All
for
right.
those.
So
They were
but
just
how did Zegler know where to look and touch and?
tennis balls.
Well, because her eyes are wide apart, she doesn't have that problem. She has a very, very
you know,
large field.
you've
of
seen-
depth.
No. I know what you're asking, Ian. And no, they did not have 7 dwarfs on the set blocking for her.
But
it
you
was
know,
they just CGI'd around her performance.
okay, but you know that actors have to interact. Like for instance, when you see Game of Thrones and you see the dinosaur, they got this guy with a green thing. So when he's patting the dragon, they're actually touching something real. She's got to have something real to interact, right? She can't just use her own imagination. They've got to tell her where to look and stuff. So my question is, what did they use? Did they use people, or did they use sticks with balls on them? What did they do?
Large
They used
balls, yes.
They used puppets.
Puppets. Okay.
Yes.
Here you go. Manuel Grell is expanding on my gag. Wrenched. Zegler has a 295-degree field of view. Yes. That's a good thinking man's joke.
It's a shame, really, because she could have been a huge star if she kept her mouth shut.
Nobody cares.
She's a theater kid that's more suited for Broadway anyway. Even the nature of her voice is it's not really made for the kind of songs that you get in musicals.
So another question I need to ask is, at the ending where she bites the apple and then she goes into eternal sleep, does the guy come along and kiss her at the ending to wake her up? What happens?
Yes.
It was the most reluctant, creepy kiss you have ever seen.
There was a prenuptial kind of Me Too type document signed before he did it, though.
So he does kiss her and wake her up then.
Yeah, but it's really awkward.
And then she goes on to tell everyone how this guy only ever thinks of himself.
Yeah, he kissed her like you would see somebody kissing a xenomorph.
Okay.
What? I
Yeah,
think I'd rather kiss a xenomorph, to be fair, but there you go.
And did Gal Gadot say those famous words that she said in
Kal-El, Kal-El. Amelia Bedelia read, she wants to be paid for every minute she wears that dress.
Yeah, she can. If she gets a percentage of the profits, that means she has to pay them a percentage for their losses.
The sheer fucking hubris who thought, let's put it in cinemas again. Or is it just me?
No, you're right.
That's a proper slap in the...
Yeah.
50, that's a proper slap in the face.
So the company that told Disney that Daredevil got them 1.4 million subscribers? That's the same company that told them they just picked the wrong weekend to open the film. And
Rebecca
do it
Gold's-
again.
Rebecca Gold, the movie, would get more money than that.
Probably get 6 pence, yeah.
Only just, man, but...
That is actually less than a single gift basket at the Oscars cost.
Wow.
Side feet. legend. Mega legend. Can you have a mega legend? What's one up from legend? Anybody know?
Super legend, I guess.
Omnipotent? No, that's not right, is it? Come on, help me out.
I'm thinking.
It's legend. God.
Mega legend. Mega legend.
Mega legend.
Absolutely.
In a deleted scene, he actually slips a finger in the back
Oh.
to wake her up.
Mythic.
If anyone listened to this stream, sails the seven seas, and they come across this movie,
Oh, we got it. Mega twat.
point me in the right direction, please. That's all I can say, because I've never seen it.
You'll never get the 2 hours back, though, mate. That's the problem.
Probably not. Yeah.
If he slipped a finger, why didn't he slip 4 fingers in the brow?
Could I see some 4 fingers in the chat, please?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a super chat. We'll do it. Mega Spider-Man wrenched €5. If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, then why does Doctor Who keep... Oh, I don't fucking know, mate. Dr. Watts. Dr. Watts. I don't know, mate. I get the feeling it's going to be binned. Disney had high expectations. We all did, because Russell T's coming back.
Oh, it's not keeping him away because he's not a real doctor.
They were very, very, very upset. Hence why they're pulling out.
So if something is too woke for Disney, that they've gone insane.
Well, didn't they have to approve the scripts when he was writing it? Could they not tell it was rubbish?
I don't know. They probably just said, "Here's a blank check."
Stupid people.
Okay.
Disney has a very weird sort of
there's a link there,
division
Ian. About to do that.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, eggs. I assume that's the what's on screen there.
That's a link to what? That's the question.
Rebecca Gold.
Oh no,
I've already got a link for that one.
I interrupted. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't. Oh, there it is.
It's Eggs Beatty's channel.
Oh, you beauty, you.
You fucking beauty.
Oh, wow.
Fucking beauty.
What is all this?
I am the 2nd subscriber.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What is it? Is it Mucky Pictures?
It's a link to a pirate ship, put it that way.
Okay. Shall we move on from Snow White? I feel it's dead. Is it
dead?
I did want to add, it's hard to determine when Disney is going to be a super control freak about something and when they're just going to throw money and not even pay attention to something. I can't figure out.
Do you think there's pride at stake with this, though?
Well, we know on RTD. Yeah, it's hard to consider that they haven't been a little bit embarrassed, at least.
Could have been worse, though. But anyway, let's. It's pretty bad, but could have been worse. Shall we?
Could be raining.
Okay. Today, I think this was Thursday, is the 70th anniversary of the Muppets. That I was genuinely shocked. 70th.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Of the actual Muppet Show or the
because I remember seeing the Muppet Show in the 70s in the UK was massive, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was because it was originated from England, wasn't it? So
yeah,
that's why.
You had all the big stars on, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was huge.
Even the Star Wars cast.
Yep.
Yeah, January 30th, 1974.
What was?
The Muppet Show.
Oh, is that when it started? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think actual Muppets, like on Sesame Street, were before the actual Muppet Show.
Okay. Here you go. Amelia Bedelia.
Yeah.
Miss Piggy is a true girl boss.
She is, yeah.
What's green and smells of pork?
Kermit's 4 fingers.
Yes.
Yes. So the Muppets actually started in a television show called Sam and Friends. in 1955.
As in the fish?
Show was created by Jim Henson, puppeteer and creator of the Muppets, and Jane Nebel.
Why would they name them after a fish?
Sam and Friends was the name of the show.
Do you know
Yeah, salmon friends, like
was-
poached salmon and friends.
Lord Gray that had faith in the Muppets, isn't it? And he was the one that said, "You come to England and do the show." Nobody had any faith in it in America.
And it was massive. the
Yeah,
show.
it was. I think it was it Saturday evenings? I can't remember when it was on.
Friday. I'm sure it was Friday evenings. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm sure it was Friday.
Yeah,
Was it the 7:30 slot
I
on
think so.
ITV?
Yeah, because it was interesting though, because something like this now they would just put it in a kid slot, but this was prime TV.
This was
prime
Friday
time
evening,
TV.
7:30 prime.
I mean, the jokes were really silly. That's what made me laugh about it,
Yeah.
especially pigs in space. Always used to make me laugh.
Pigs in space.
But the amount of guests they had on this show was pretty amazing.
Elton John was one.
Yeah.
Mark
There's loads.
Hamill.
Chris Reeves was
Carrie
another.
was Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher, yes. Linda Carter, Mark Hamill, C-3PO and R2-D2 was on it. There was like tons and tons of stars. It was a huge hit.
Sir Lou Grade made amazing stuff. I remember I would always read about something, and his name would always be coming up.
Yeah.
Was the company? Was it ITC or ATV? Yeah. ITC was it ITC?
ITC, I think. And the only problem is that he blew it all on Raise the Titanic, and that's what killed his company.
Yeah. He did UFO and Space 1999, right? Those were all ITC.
Yeah. Side effect. Legend. We've still to decide, but is a legend for now. Wrenched. TV used to be an escape. I miss those days.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, life has changed, and the way kids see TV now is on their phone. So it's just that us trying to compare yesterdays. There's really no point. It was a different era that we lived in, and I believe it was the better era, personally.
Of course, it was. It was simpler times. James Woolard, hello, James. Dread to think what Elton did to the Muppets. Every hole is a goal.
I mean, I never knew who Fozzie Bear was because Fozzie Bear wasn't in Sesame Street, and Kermit was in Sesame Street. I think Miss Piggy
Frank
was in
Oz,
Sesame
remember?
Street.
Frank Oz.
Yeah. I don't think Piggy was, but Oz did Oscar and Grover. And
Yeah.
Cookie.
Here you go. Mega Spider-Man Wrench, 2 euros. Thank you, my friend. Fav Muppet lads. Peppy for my dad. Kermit for me.
Do you know what? Right, when I saw the movie, I still today think that's it's very magical. That movie. I watched it recently, and I still have that same feeling when I saw it in the cinema. When I was watching it on
the Christmas movie.
No, Muppet the movie.
Oh, okay.
The Muppets the movie, the first one.
There so
that one. Yeah,
songs
brilliant.
About rainbows.
From the very beginning sequence to that start was just magical.
Okay, so favorites, Muppet folks, do it in the chat. I'll put them up.
Mine's is always going to
Panel.
be
Animal and Grover and Oscar the Grouch.
All right.
I like Beaker. Me and Eggs are like that. I like Beaker.
I like Kermit. I think
I like
Kermit's
Beaker as
brilliant.
well.
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah, Animal's
There's
good.
so many great ones. Yeah, Animal. Yeah.
Listen,
Gonzo?
I used to
Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker together. Yeah.
Yeah, they were the ones. Yeah.
I used to sit with my son and we would watch Super Grover and laugh our asses, both of us.
I love the Swedish chef too. That was
He
awesome.
was
Birdie,
That gag-
who's the newscaster that used to come on?
Work.
Who was the newscaster? He used to come on.
Oh yeah,
and say rubbish,
Muppet Live News, or
yeah, he was funny as well.
Oscar in the bin. We could do Oscar sponsors.
What about the Eagle, the American Eagle? He was funny as well. They're all funny, man. All of them.
the Counts.
his name was Newsman.
Was it?
Yeah. Now,
Pigs in space.
Mr. Brown, are you
Yes.
aware that Disney is about to destroy the last thing Jim Henson ever created at
Yep.
Disney World? Okay.
Absolutely.
Go on.
It's they're gonna bulldoze it to make some kind of other. They never expand. They just destroy what's there and build on top of it. And they have room and places to preserve the Muppet. What's it called? The
Muppets 3D.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name, but Muppet Vision 3D. That's what.
Yeah,
it is.
that's it. And they're about to bulldoze it.
Do you know Bert and Ernie? I remember a couple of years ago they were saying that they were gay, and I just couldn't believe these stupid people.
And
Oh,
on
that
that
thing's
bombshell,
been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Jim Henson trusted Disney to take care of his legacy, and
They did. He did.
Good
Yeah.
luck with that, mate.
Iger doesn't trust it. Iger hates everything that Eisner did.
3 writers have been attached to write the scripts for Sam Mendes 4 Beatles biopics. Peter Strahan, Conclave, Jack Thorne, Adolescence, Jez Butterworth, Ford v Ferrari, and
1 out of
Mobland.
3.
And Mobland. So yeah.
They shouldn't make 4 films. It should be 1 film, 1 long movie, because they deserve it. The Beatles are, and they were amazing as far as I'm concerned. And they should have Paul McCartney as consultant for this film, because Paul McCartney's still alive, and same thing with Ringo.
Biopics, or is it biopics?
It should just be 1 movie.
It should just be, this is going to be shit. I don't get any BBE off these guys whatsoever.
Same here.
No big Beatle energy at all.
I don't care for biopics. I don't care.
What about biopics?
Either. I don't care for those either.
I'm a huge fan of the Beatles. I have all their albums, and some of them on record.
Listen,
I want to see this. I want to see this film. I want to.
It's 4 of them, mate. It's 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 movies.
Listen, there's a 9-hour documentary that Peter Jackson edited for footage. Yeah, I've seen it multiple times, and they made a dozen weird, quirky, silly, stupid movies.
Yeah.
There's no need to go in here, and what they're going to try to do is change the story of the Beatles so it's more politically acceptable for today.
And that's what they always do. That's why I don't like these biopics, whatever you want to call them. I don't like them because they always have to make it dramatic, and they have to twist this and that so that they have a tidy story, and then they have to make somebody a villain, and then they've got to make somebody the hero. Yeah, it's not telling the true story.
Yoko's the villain, obviously, in this story.
Well, not really, because if you listen to the interviews with Paul McCartney, he was saying that's all wrong. He said that he never despised it. He never. It was just a thing that was happening because when they were doing that stuff, he invited his girlfriend, and so did the rest of them. They invited their girlfriends. It was just something that they did.
It was a lot of egos that were already clashing, and they were going to fall apart as a band soon enough.
If there's any villain, it's got to be Alan Klein, who was a record producer that basically screwed them over and messed with their music rights. And
do you know what was amazing about that documentary on them is when Paul McCartney was actually creating famous tunes, and he was playing and he was trying to get to that point, the tune that we knew. I found that fascinating. I found that amazing.
His knowledge of music is incredible.
Yeah.
Well, it shows how brilliant they were, because they just started out with little scraps of an idea, and over the course of a few hours, you got to see them magically turn it into the masterpiece from Let It Be or Abbey Road that you're familiar with. And you could actually see brilliance in action as these guys wrote their songs. But
I always thought that John Lennon was the man that was leading the charge for the Beatles. But when you watch that documentary, you realize that no one was in charge. They were all just putting in their ideas and throwing things in the air and stuff. So,
when their manager died, they were really sort of rudderless. And so McCartney tried to lead him, but he didn't really want to. But when Klein was messing with him, that really split him up, because McCartney took his rights and his business elsewhere, and the other 3 Beatles stuck with Alan. But years later, they admitted they should have listened to Paul.
George KW, Wrench. Hello, George. I was hoping you'd be the next Pope Brown. Well, I do look down on the unemployed a lot, so I could have been.
The thing about Paul McCartney and John Lennon is that Paul McCartney, he had one way of writing music, and John Lennon had a serious way of writing music. John Lennon was looking for wisdom in music, but Paul McCartney would write lyrics that didn't make any sense. That just really just didn't make any sense, and I think that's when they kind of clashed a bit, that kind of thing. And I know Paul McCartney wanted to go and make Wings and do his own thing.
Lennon had plenty of stuff that didn't make any sense. I'm the Walrus. None of it. It was
but that's when he was on
Cuckoo,
he was on the Substance, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he would also wake up and write down something from his dreams.
I
think that's an oversimplification of their process, which was it really is sort of watching genius work.
But again, I would say Paul McCartney and Lennon, they were the foundation of the Beatles.
Well, I think a lot of it was George Harrison getting frustrated that he wasn't taken as seriously.
Yes.
But here's the thing. For all practical purposes, McCartney was the manager and a member of the Beatles, and he didn't want to do one of those things, but he was kind of forced in the role. They never replaced Brian Epstein. So
see, if they concentrated on that with the Beatles movie, I think that is the story to be told, that kind of thing. But if they just kind of throw it in the air and, as you guys say, create a villain and, try and make it into a movie, then it's, like a Hollywood movie, then it's probably not going to be very good.
Listen,
just like what they did with Queen, innit? What they did with Queen. They made Queen into a Candy kind of movie, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good movie, though.
Listen, that rooftop concert, that was just epic myth when I was growing up, and seeing that evolve in that documentary.
Yeah.
It brought me back to being a kid and learning music. And it was, I think mythic or epic mythic is the step up from legendary. Just saying.
It is, yeah. And U2 tried to copy
mythic,
them, didn't they?
Mythic.
U2 tried to copy them.
Okay, so Side of Feet is mythic.
Mythic. Epically mythic.
Okay, so that's the Beatles, folks.
But I'm going to hate every one of those actors by the time this bullshit is done.
Well, we'll see what happens. J.K. Rowling has broken her silence on a media report speculating about whether she will sack HBO's Harry Potter star, Papa, how do you pronounce it?
Ezadu.
Papa
Ezadu.
Who has been cast in the upcoming series as Severus Snape after he signed a
trans rights. Yeah. Well, I don't blame her if she does fire him.
No, he says here, it's at the bottom. I don't have the power to sack an actor from the series, and I wouldn't exercise it if I did.
I think I would.
All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Maybe weird. Like, I'd kind of do her. Is she a one?
No, she
plenty of money.
She is pretty. I've seen footage of her and stuff. She's very pretty. I find, for a older woman.
Well, I think. Well, remember, except when it comes to trans people, she's pretty liberal. So I admire her for sticking to her principles. And she's basically saying she doesn't believe in canceling people, which is also not very liberal of her. So,
if I may, Side of Feet, please tell your wife you are a legend in these parts. And tell her I told you so. Okay. Sorry, I derailed that then. Okay.
And she's a redhead as well. They're very rare these days, redheads.
Let's not forget that she's been taking heat like no other person for stating the truth.
Yeah, and I'm sure
and it's been proven in courts.
I'm sure she uses her stacks of cash to cool her off after the heat's been on for a while. Yep. Really, you can't cancel her. You can't do anything to her. She is the definition of fuck you money.
Yep. And I don't know who's been in charge of the casting, but they've screwed this show.
I thought she was in charge of it all, or was executive consultant.
She was in the movie versions, but not with this.
I think she's a consultant on the show. I don't think she has the power to choose who's going to be in any particular part.
I don't think she wants it. Like, listen, she's got all the money she could ever need. She's got her activism work. I don't really think she wants to be bothered much.
I don't even think it's activism. It's just fucking common sense, really. Amelia Bedelia wrenched. I stand with J.K. Rowling, but sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Does that mean 4 cigars or just 4 cigars?
There are 3 cigars. 4, actually. Okay. Have we done with that then? Yes.
Yeah.
I get confused. How many lights were there actually? 4?
4,
There were
wasn't it?
4.
And there were supposed to be 5. That's what he
Yes,
was
there were
trying.
4,
Okay.
and he kept telling him there were 5.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on then.
Oh, tab. I
Oh,
remember that.
God.
Somebody posted this, and I just thought, you know what? Straight away, my brain went to a certain thing. Can you guess what it is? So it's Tab, classic
Oh.
refreshments.
I know what it went through or went to.
What was it?
Cocaine.
No.
So no, there's something. Tab
Back to
goes
the
great
Future.
with cocaine. Tab
Does it?
goes great with cocaine. Oh yeah, there's something about a neurotransmitter that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to give anyone ideas.
Back to the Future is what I think of. When I
Yeah,
think of
that's
tab.
straight away. Can I have a tab?
You have a tab. You want a tab? You got to order something if you want to start a tab.
But it was just Coca-Cola without no sugar. That's basically what it was, wasn't it?
Oh,
It was,
eggs.
it was
Yeah, but
gross. It was gross. I hate
it
it.
was
Eggs.
it was the chemicals in it. The sweetener still used saccharin when everybody had moved on to
saccharin.
other stuff.
Yep.
And
Oh,
Yeah.
eggs. Stop teasing me, for fuck's sake. Drew Gordon, stop teasing me.
acid tabs. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll have a Pepsi free.
Yeah.
you got to pay for it, kid.
You want a Pepsi? You're gonna pay for it.
That's how classic that movie is.
when was Tab finished?
In this, you could
In the
still buy it.
80s.
Even,
I used to drink it.
I never used to drink it. I used to think I drank it once. I thought it was awful, so I didn't go back to it.
Same here.
It's awful.
About the
well,
tabs.
I stopped doing Coke 26 years ago. So,
Yeah, I went on to Pepsi at that stage. Yeah,
but I know you could still buy it even a decade ago.
Yeah,
Like, it's not.
According to
yeah.
Wikipedia, it was fully discontinued in 2020.
Oh,
So it was
wow,
still
yeah.
available in some markets.
it's Coca. It's
until then.
Coca-Cola who own it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they should bring it out again. I'd drink it.
I live where their headquarters is, and I got to tell you, like the Empire, they've got nothing on the Coca-Cola company. People have been fired from Coke executives for being seen with a Pepsi in their hand outside of work. They're not messing around.
Are we too white to drink it?
What's white got to do with anything?
Yeah,
Exactly. But people will know what the reference was. Because you needed to be less white to be an employee of Coca-Cola.
all I see is a big glass of cocaine on the screen right now.
And on that bombshell. Okay, so we've had the drink, so we need a snack to go with it. Who saw this? And this is genuine. Ian, you fancy a portion of that Proud Potatoes?
I'd rather buy a Tesco's version of Proud Potatoes. not this crap.
What
no.
the fuck is that?
Because again, right? Everybody keeps saying woke is disappearing. Well, it's not. It's
Yeah.
bloody here, mate. It's
Yeah,
still
but
here.
you know what? I want the rainbow back. God damn it. Like,
So do I.
like, yeah, you know, I'm an engineer, and when I was little, we did the prisms and saw light split up into the rainbow, and you know that has meaning for some of us that is separate and distinct from the. I want the rainbow. Take back the rainbow.
Oh, I'd never buy this shit.
Gosh, I hear me.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Oh.
It's not right at all.
Oh, fucking hell, side defeat. You're the best, man. Tell your wife that. Amelia Bedelia, free the rainbow. I think this is either Home Bargains or B&M in the UK.
Who cares? We shouldn't even be talking about this. You're just giving them more credence. So just.
It's just absolute. Who actually thought that's a good idea? It's the fucking potatoes.
Move
Well,
along.
when I hear potato, I think of Bella Ramsey, and Bella Ramsey makes me think of
perhaps perhaps she could be the brand. Bella Ramsey, proud potatoes.
Move along, seriously.
Okay, let's move on then. Oh, we've done that.
We're going a bit.
Okay, no, it's no. Here we go.
All right.
I'm
Missed one.
Bear with me, I'm boomering.
This
Is it
is
this
actually brilliant.
Who saw this then?
Yeah.
This is not going to end well, is it? Versailles
Well,
enlists
I can't think of
Transformer influence Dylan Mulvaney to promote women's collection amid brands global sales decline. This is not going to end well, is it, folks?
This is
There
James
are-
Dreyfus, isn't it?
There are 2 words in this campaign that mean Sue.
Oh, it's
You
called
know,
Harry Carey as well. Non-binary
yeah.
fragrance.
Yeah, so there's 2 things, direct references to sewer cider feet, and it how appropriate for the company. It just strikes me as poetically just to call their final campaign before they go out of business kamikaze.
I think they deserve everything that's coming to them.
There we go. Ex-BT wrench will spot. This is old school thinking. None of that round here, my friend. How about getting a woman to do it? Just a thought.
Well,
Wash your mouth out.
on the other hand, who buys Versace? Rich, woke, white, middle-aged women, and they're the wokest of them
Oh, well,
all.
they could
So
afford it.
they might be just aiming at their particular customer base, because those I'd imagine that women that buy Versace are amongst the wokest of all of them.
Here you go. Fat Lobber wrenched. Looks like a Babylon Bee headline.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Just goes
Yeah.
to show.
Satire left the building like 5
Yeah.
years ago. Sorry.
Related to this, did you see what happened this week with Jaguar? Oh, there's
this-
Dirty.
is this
yeah,
true
brings
then?
it up, right? Yes,
Is this
they,
true then? God,
they
what's
have
the story then?
fired the ad agency that did that disastrously terrible ad that we were making fun of back in November. They fired that ad agency.
It was a
because it's
Brazilian geezer, wasn't
just-
it?
Yeah, I heard Versace just got a new client.
Yeah.
or that same. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Damn.
It's almost like they're trying to tank their sales, or
Okay.
I don't know what's going.
Here you go. Arch Colin Wrench, Low Archer. And Mr. Brown answer me. Notice that the comments are from James Dreyfus.
Yeah.
So they are iconic rather than actual intentions.
On.
He got cancelled to fuck, didn't he?
So he's
does
being
he work?
ironic here.
Yeah. It does. Does he work anymore, James?
No, he got completely shut down, cancelled.
Oh, that's a shame.
Is he a Brit?
Yeah, he is. He's
Okay.
He's a comedian.
Very, very funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's pretty funny here. So I'll have to check him out.
I may need to investigate that then. It's Clown World, everybody. You know it. We know it.
Oh, yeah.
He was in Notting Hill. He was
Thin
in the
Blue
Thin
Line.
Blue Line, where he was. That's where he was noticed. And then he was in that one with
Kathy Burke.
that one with Kathy Burke. You know, he was quite big at one point, and they cancelled him. That was that.
Here you go. Side of feet. God wrenched. Loving Dreyfus on Twitwats. Is he working now? Is he getting some stuff?
I hope so, because he's very talented.
Flav wrenched was spot. Top bloke is James, and his dog hobbies is a legend. Yeah, here we go. It was gimme, gimme, gimme. That was really funny.
It was funny. I thought
Yeah.
it was funny.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it, folks.
Thank
That
God.
was it. Please like, share, subscribe, everybody. This is going to be unlisted. I'll re-upload it middle of the week. The normal one will be up.
Oh, it's going to be unlisted.
Yeah, I'm going to unlist it, and then I'll
Oh,
put
okay.
it.
Well, then I can say,
No, yeah.
well,
And then I'll put it back up
yeah.
during the week to kind of fill the gap. So that is it, folks. Bonus show, bonus Brown, call it what you will. The
Bonus
42,
Brown.
yeah,
Bonus
the 42 heroes of this channel who are in the chat. So, chat, you are wonderful. You know that. We'll see you next time. I'm going to thank the guests quickly. It's the Phobos.
Oh,
Really
the
nice.
chat's been on such fire.
Oh.
Thank you guys. Like, love you, chat. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Cheers, in.
No worries. Best R2, is that your bum or tits?
I
Because
said that's for me to know and for you to find out.
Yeah.
That's what I asked him that same thing before you got here.
because it's backwards, isn't it? If it's his bum, it should be on the other side, right?
Yeah. Prof, cheers, mate.
It's
Cheers, bro.
Arcturian. It's Arcturian, baby.
Yep.
And that is it, folks. As I said on the other stream, if we don't see you during the week, we're going to do Andor on Wednesday. Trev's on tomorrow. Open bar modding Thursday. If we don't see you during the week, as I always say, have a really great week, everybody. Take care, everybody. Tally bye.